have a white wine that we want Nicolas Boutin to pair with some of the French ingredients. And it's a very special white because it's not as popular as the Chardonnays and Sauvignon Blancs of the white wine world. It's made with Chenin Blanc in Saumur. It's the 2014 Domaine des Roches Neuves, and the wine is called L'Insolite. It's made with 100% Chenin Blanc with these crisp red and green apple notes, a hint of flowers and some citrus. And it has a lot of acidity and this crisp flavors that I hope that Chef Boutin recognizes and pairs with either something creamy, perhaps something light and elegant, and perhaps some seafood. So this is a wine that may not be as popular in Hong Kong, but it's one that really deserves attention because of its depth, its uniqueness, and its very special characteristics.
The white beans, some duck jus, sausage, duck, of course.
This is really good. It just kind of reminds me of, you know, when you're in like a cottage and then your grandmother cooks this for you, and then it's like, you know, that kind of
yummy.
feeling?
It's yummy, definitely
yeah,
yummy.
It's so yummy.
Here is like they took out their coat of celebrity outside.
Okay.
This is it. They just come and have been kissed on the two cheeks by many Hollywood actors, politicians from all the countries, prime minister from Australia, Canada. They are so simple when they come here. You know, they just sit down like if they were sitting down in my kitchen, and I love this.
So what about the food here?
It has been always a tradition in this place to propose a cuisine from southwest of France.
Traditional.
Traditional since the first owner.
Okay.
All the dishes were talking to me. It was the cuisine that my grandmother and my mother were cooking at home. So we had a chance to buy the restaurant almost 25 years ago, and we have been starting to completely cook how we used to cook in my home when I was a child.
Okay.
And we tried with Pierre, our chef that you have met, to recreate the simplicity of the taste. Well, the less sophisticated we could, just to have the taste of the product when you.
And I would definitely mention as well, that's very important, you use everything almost is homemade. You know, that's very important to set up because, you know, that's not everywhere today.
Maybe you will translate our recipe in a more modern way, and I hope so.
Yeah, and I'll be back.
And I'll get back to Hong Kong too.
Good. Thank you again.
It's
Thank
a
you,
pleasure.
Christian.
Thank you.
And we've paired it with a Pinot Noir.
We have a Pinot Noir from America.
I think it's very interesting because usually appetizers you go for like a white or champagne or, you know, something lighter, but then, you know, we pair it with a red instead.
Exactly, and you will see after what we have for the next course. So that's interesting. I like that. It's a bit unusual, atypical, I would say, as French.
So next we have
next we have a Guinea fowl.
Oh, the Guinea fowl, okay.
Yes. It's come from the southwest in France because it's important about the products. That's why we are here as well, about the ingredients. So Guinea fowl about 88 to 90 days, so good one, free range.
Right.
And then his roast, we have some the corn cream and some corn as well there. Mainly, the jus is a reduction of the bones of the Guinea fowl, making it very juicy as well and tasty.
Juicy.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful skin right there. Nice sear.
This corn mash is to die for. So we mix the bread with the mash and then we eat it. This mash is so yummy.
The bread looks nice, huh?
The bread is nice.
And again, bread. You know, as a French, you need bread. You can have bread from the beginning until the cheese, until you have the dessert.
Bread the whole way. And not just bread, but wine the whole way as well.
Of course.
And today we're pairing it with a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, yes.
I think it's very interesting because we started off with a red, and then, you know, the main we're doing a white.
I think it's unusual. I like that as well. That's Sommelier, I recommend that. I like the idea, definitely.
It's not so like, you know, traditional, right? But it's something new, and I think it works. Totally works.
It works completely. I think it's sometimes to forget about the rules. Basically, some rules have been done for the wine. And sometimes it's all about like
No rules.
No rules as much as matching together, and that's definitely the case for the wine.
We have a very special white wine from Loire Valley, but before I talk about the wine, I want to say thank you, Jacques Boissier from Classic Wine Foods, for being here today. And Selena, I mean, you were with the chef when he was, in France, pairing wines.
Trying to complete your mission.
This white I chose from Loire because I think it's an underrated grape variety that people in Asia are not appreciating enough. It's Chenin Blanc, and the reason most people in Asia fear it a little bit is because of its high acidity. And it's from the northwest part compared to where you are in Paris, from Paris. So it's a pretty cool climate. Chenin Blanc, Cabernet Franc, some Pinot Noir, really, and Sauvignon Blanc thrives in that region. And with Chenin Blanc, if you get it right from a producer like this, Domaine des Roches Neuves, 2014, the Summer Blanc is called L'Insolite. And you get these baked apple flavors, but at the same time, you have citrus and some, white flowers in the background. So Jacques, you're in the food industry for a very long time. How many years?
Oh, over 20 years now.
Okay, so you can kind of imagine being the chef. What would you pair this wine
If I was
with?
the chef, definitely the Sommelier wines are not very well known.
Yes.
And it's a pity because they are totally underrated. I would match this with seafood. Definitely it's beautiful with seafood. I don't know what he has prepared tonight, surprise
I
for
don't know
me.
either.
But that's what I would have done and leave the fish without too much sauce.
Okay.
Have the raw material by itself.
Then I'm going to do the scallop dish. The scallops are seared quickly on both sides to get slightly warm inside and not overcooked, otherwise it will get chewy. Then it will be served with a light cider butter sauce, braised endive, and some shaving of Iberico ham. So you can open
Oh, yes, okay.
this, like the Japanese style in a way,
Oh, these look like scallops.
First, because we have a chance to go to the Shangri-La in La Belle restaurant, and then I tried the first one in the Shangri-La. That was beautiful. So definitely, I say again, it's the season. Then of course we find out on the market as well. So I said, let's go definitely on the scallops on that. And I think this scallop is not far away from my region, not far away from the wine is coming from as well, from Loire Valley. So I said that, again, I hope it's the perfect match.
And what's the sauce? Because there's like a rich brown sauce here.
Okay, so it's made with cider, French cider.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so a little bit sweetness, a little bit acidity. So I think okay.
So I think someone told you that Chenin Blanc has this note of cider and apples, so you must have been inspired
Yeah,
by that.
and that's, as I said as well, I'm born close from the Loire Valley. So that's the kind of wine for me, it's the wine I don't have every day, don't make me wrong, but I love this kind of wine already. Please enjoy,
Thank you.
don't be afraid, bon appétit.
Merci beaucoup, Nicolas.
Merci. Scallops are very difficult to cook.
Yes, because it seems very simple, but it needs to be a little bit crispy outside, which is the case here, and nearly raw inside. So quite difficult to maintain the texture and keep the taste. Can you tell me why I feel that the dryness of the wine, maybe due to the sauce, has disappeared, but it's much more round and enjoyable.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Jacques. Yeah. because it's so sharp on its own.
Yes.
But then together with the food, it becomes rounded.
Especially with the sauce, with the sauce, it kind of, like you said, one leads the other. But this one, I feel like they just kind of like, it was a good balance. They kind of complement. It each has their own strong character, but then when they're both strong together, it's actually a good match, right?
Exactly. Just like in real life with people.
I think this is a courageous dish what he has prepared. You would think the wine with the scallop by itself, but adding on this the difficulty of the sauce, it's very challenging, but it's very successful.
But you know, like the thing is, if the scallop by itself, the wine might be more powerful, right? If it's just on its own, but with the sauce,
Yes, no, you're right.
and it just kind of like, you know, brings it back up. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's the balance of the entire dish.
I'm gonna give him a 10. I think this 10 is, of course, the food, the presentation, how it's cooked. It's very beautifully done in all aspects. And I think the food made the wine better. Yeah, so I would say it's a 10. Yeah.
You're very kind.
Oh,
I'm a very tough person. I will only give him a 9.
okay.
But, no, this is quite exceptional. First, the dish by itself is great. The way he cooked the scallops, the combination, which is very courageous with this sauce. And when I saw the sauce, I was saying the match would be very difficult with the wine. Actually, it's beautiful. Right, it's a perfect match for me. But I will not give it 10. Cannot.
Because under Jacques' rule, there is no 10.
There is no 10.
It's an aspiration.
Always room. Like, we cannot give a 10 to Nicolas. He would not improve.
Oh, that's
But-
why. For me, this is a 10. Because the scallops by itself would have been, you know, quite nice but standard. But I think the sauce with the cider really elevated the dish. And then together with the wine, it made the wine taste better.
Yeah.
Okay, I will review my note next.
Maybe 9.5. 9.5. 9.5.
Let's drink to this dish.
Yes.
Beautiful combination.
Cheers.